Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog.stampwithelaine.com and welcome to episode 4 in my 12-week countdown to Christmas series. My countdown series started in the last week of September and I will finish in the first week of December. Today we're going to be making this card, and it doesn't look as complicated at all. I tried to make my Christmas card simple so that it isn't time consuming to do, because normally we've got lots and lots to make up and send. I'm using the wrapped in plaid 6x6 designer series paper. There are 4 sheets of 12 designs that on this side. They are all Christmas themed, and then on the reverse they are just gorgeous tartans with copper foil accents in it. I've picked up this sheet to use because it's got the evergreen trees on the back. The stamp set is called Perfectly Plaid and it's in photopolymer, and it has a coordinating pine tree punch. If you purchase these together, it will save you 10%. To make this card, you'll need a shaded spruce cardstock cut at 8 1/4 inches by 5 7/8 inches. That's 21 centimeters by 14.8 and folded in half. And we're going to use it in the landscape orientation. You need a piece of whisper white cut at 5 1/2 by 3 3/4 for the inside. In metric, that's 14 centimeters by 9.5 centimeters. Whisper white scrap, the stitch shapes dies, the second largest of the circles, to die cut it in whisper white, and from the stitched rectangles you need to die cut a rectangle that is the smallest one from the large nest of stitch rectangles. Night of navy ink and these star elements. With the plaid designer series paper you need to cut off 2-inch strip to adhere to the card base, so I'll do that first so I won't forget. Trim off the excess from the back. I need to punch out 5 trees, so what I'm going to do is, because the trees are staggered, I'm going to have to be careful where I cut. And with a piece that small, I'm going to have to stick it onto a post-it note to give me more of a handle on the paper. Insert it into the punch and punch it out. Bring in my scoreboard. Now I want to score these exactly in half. Now I've marked my scoreboard at the 6-inch mark with a white chalker pen so that it's easily visible, and I'm going to find the halfway mark on the tree trunk, and then at the point of the tree I'm just going to score down there in half. That just makes it easier to fold it, because you have to fold all these trees in half. I have a tip for you. The tree is asymmetrical, so that means this side is not the same as that side. So you want to mark one of them with a pencil on the bottom. You won't see it because you're going to be gluing it to the bottom of the white circle. Okay, so that means that you at least know where you've started. So fold those in half. Can you see what I mean? They're not the same, they're different. Can you see that? So when you come to folding and gluing, some of them you might want to fold this way so that the tartan edge is showing. So these two edges will marry up, but this one won't. If you have all evergreens, you can see that this will not, you'll have this bit jutting out. So therefore the next one along, you have to alternate it. So if this is the first one with the evergreen tree that's going to be glued to your circle, then the next one will have to be a tartan one, which will marry up with this. So let's put some glue on that. I'm going to speed up the process now. I've marked the bits that have to be glued down to the white circle, stitch circle, and you need the first one and the last one to be both evergreen trees. Okay, set that aside and we'll go and do some die cutting. I need to stamp the Merry Christmas in Night of Navy ink, and I've put a foam mat underneath my grid paper because it's photopolymer stamps and we need an extra cushion. So I'm going to ink up the stamp and stamp here. And while we've got the ink out, I'm going to stamp the inside of the card at the same time. So we're going to be stamping this sentiment: may this special season be wrapped in love and joy. Ink it up again. And stamp in the middle. Ink up the tree. And stamp that in this corner. Now we can do our die cutting. So magnetic platform, base cutting plate, the stitch rectangle over the stamped sentiment, then the circle, and I can run that through the die cutting machine off camera and I'll be back. Now we can assemble our card. Just a top tip, if you're doing one of these pop-up things, it's best to glue the spine separately. So this is the spine when you fold it up. So I'm going to pop some double-sided tape on there. Then I'm going to apply adhesive to where it's marked as a cross, so I know I've got a matching pair. Remove the backing tape. Make sure that's pointed upright. Glue this section to the left of the card on the front, leaving say about ½ an inch. Grab a star element, oops, pop it on top of the tree, dimension on the back of the sentiment. Glue on the back of the card insert. And voila, your card is finished. So that will fold flat for posting, and then the recipient can just pop the tree up, he or she wants to display it. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. Do give me a thumbs up if you liked it. If you haven't subscribed yet, then subscribe. You'll find the list of supplies I use below this video in the Show More section, with direct links to my online store. You can also find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram. Thanks for watching, and join me again for the next episode in my Countdown to Christmas series. Bye!